Hello and welcome to episode 8 of the price trajectory for November. Let's go into that, and first of all, let's recap. We do have chronologically in the global astrology 2nd November positive. We have on Bitcoin side the 4th of November, which is also positive, and we do have also the mid of the month quite, stormy, because on the 15th of November we have Saturn going direct. We have also on November 19th Pluto entering Aquarius, and last time it happened, guys, it was full station, so it was stationary and it was flat. So nothing really happened. So we will see what happens now. And we do have on the 26th Mercury turning retrograde until mid-December. So all these, we take all these into account. And yes, we have a negative aspect on the 13th of November, Jupiter in the chart of Bitcoin. So now let's see how this looks like as a price trajectory. The price for a November that is quite stormy, I would say, especially from the mid onwards. Let's look at that, and this is basically what we have. If you didn't watch the October one, although I would doubt, please have a look at the explanation there, because here I will not go into so many details, but I want to pinpoint the important things. So already the beginning of the month of November is really, starting well, as I said. So it's quite good here. On the 4th, we do have this positive aspect enabled by the positive aspect from the 2nd in the sky, so to speak, that would materialize, at Bitcoin level as well. Then we will have a correction, a bit of correction. This is due to volatility and the other aspects that are at day level between this date and the mid of the month. And then we do have again volatility here. You see here from the 8th of the month roughly until here the 12th. So we can say that it will stay up. Again, this doesn't mean necessarily that it's the same level. So you see an 80 here. So if you remember, we had a bit more towards 100. We had also 82 in October, so it could be that it's not that strong. But this is, you never know, because it's the election. They could pump really more money into it, and we can expect interesting things there. Also, the approval of ETFs is linked to Pluto in Aquarius in a way. So this means that we might experience really good peaks here. So I don't say it will be necessarily less. In terms of astro intensity, it looks less, but it depends also, with what price do we start the month of November. So you can expect until the end, the mid of the month, until the 12th, a local peak there, sort of, in any case, because then, the energy will get a bit bad. So like I mentioned, if you have 40 or 50 difference, so from 62 here to 20, you can expect a sort of significant correction there. That would be really due to Jupiter. And if you remember the financial calendar, I do have also the fact that we do have mid-month also other day level aspects which are not the best, and Saturn turning. So it's like it was pretty up, so to speak, and now Saturn would really bring some correction. But then a recovery should happen, but it won't last, because then we do see from the 18th onwards until the 22nd sort of very low values. So you see a 2, you see a -8 there. So it's not really the best. Since this is negative, this could be really a sharp drop. This happened, for me in my research for August, especially, in the beginning, it was 5th of August or something like that when we got the drops, and actually it was triggered by an hourly aspect during the day. So it's quite wild. So these are wild days just take care here, extra care, look at indicators. And I want to say here that Saturn will still be, stationary direct, so it won't have speed. It could be that it results in consolidation as well. With stationary planets, it's always possible. And on the 26th, we know that Mercury will turn retrograde, but usually Mercury will not cause, such a havoc. It's always the bigger planets which will trigger the problems, so to speak. And we see here, another, let's say, local top possibly. I don't think it will be like this one. So I think the month will close on a, lower note, although the difference is not that big between 56 and 62. So this means that the price could really go up like in the beginning of the month in November. Beyond, I don't know. I would not be so optimistic to commit. So I think the target that we have here would be most likely also at the end, almost the end of the month, because we saw, you remember the calendar with the red days, the last days of November, which are a bit reddish in the Bitcoin calendar. So this is what I wanted to share with you. And just a reminder here, the BTC related aspects, which are actually the most important for this computation, but this computation entails also the global astrology. So the weather that you see in the calendar is also in this point system, so that it's kind of included. What is not included here and could be adjusted, but I didn't find until now a good way to do it, is weekends, holidays, but again, holidays could also have dumps. Thank you so much for your attention, and now let's go into the last month of the year and to cover December.